So today we're going to be going over my fingerboard collection. I just know a few people have asked for this video, so let's just get into it. Before anybody even asks, no, you can't have any of these boards. I've bought a lot of these, I've gotten them as gifts, and they all really mean a lot to me, so like I can't part with these. I've given some boards away in the past, and like low-key I'm like kind of bummed I got rid of them just because like memory's sake. But like stoked that, you know, homie's got new fingerboards. But yeah, I haven't looked at this collection in a long time, and already I'm just seeing some gems. This is my fingerboard collection and journey. I mean, over the last like probably 5 years maybe. It's come a long way. And it's cool that like I still have like my first board that like got me into fingerboarding after tech decking. So I've been like using tech decks for the longest time. I mean, in 8th grade, we used to literally have like games of skate, and like during lunch, we would set up our textbooks and stuff and have ledges and like big 3-block stairs and stuff. So yeah, little did I know that like fingerboarding was gonna like still be a thing in my life. So fast forward to 2016, 17 or something like that. Homie and I are in LA, and we literally can't find tech decks anywhere anymore. Like they are just like, they're nowhere. Like literally it was about to go like out of business or something. Like you couldn't find them in Target, Walmart, or any of those places. So little did we know there was this huge fingerboard market of like real fingerboards, and like I had no idea this even existed. So we're at my buddy's skate shop in Big Bear, and he actually sold fingerboards there. And so I bought like a fingerboard complete there, but it was like my first fingerboard back into fingerboarding. And I remember just tripping out, seeing the concave. It was made out of wood, and it was just so much more legit than a tech deck. So that's where this guy starts. Fast forward again to another like winter rainy day in California. I'm not doing anything. I'm fingerboarding, and my wife saw like, you should like film some fingerboard clips. And I was like, no, like that's not chill. Like I'm not gonna do that. And I was like, you know what, maybe I will. That's pretty chill, because I saw some videos of it and it looked really steez. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like try to film like this, and like I'll film some clips. That's when I kind of got introduced to Goo. And I think this was like probably the first board I think I got from Goo. Like I actually bought this board from Goo, was this Narsaw. I thought it was such a cool, unique shape for like a fingerboard. And I know it's pointy, but like it doesn't really hurt that bad. Like I'm pushing my fingers into that, and like it's not like that gnarly. But anyways, I was just tripping because this guy uses like real skateboard decks and has all these different crazy shapes, and I was just like, wow, I have to try one of these boards. Since then I was hooked. Which also brings me to this little guy, because Goo also made these really tiny like little devil boards. Sorry for all the cat fur. And these are like 84 millimeters tall, so they're like significantly smaller than a real board, like a normal board. And this also just really caught my eye since the beginning. So I mean, this isn't necessarily in any order, but we'll just start cruising down. So they're majority all Goo boards and all just different Goo shapes, but this is like a broadcast board from Canada, and they did a collaboration with Goo. So I have 2 of his boards, super rad. I really like the shapes and stuff. Like it just, these boards felt really good too. They're just made differently. I mean, they're Canadian, you know what I'm saying? This board is, I forgot what company this is from. Like another dude like sent me a board from here, and like they use maple wood too, and that was really nice. This is from like Screwing Rails In, if you're wondering what that is. These are some other little artist series that Goo did. This one's also a little devil size. As you can tell, it's like a tiny little guy. This one's just like a small little pig nose guy. But then these are super sick. Like FB did these. Homie in Vegas made these for me. But it was actually a surprise gift from Pow, because these were my actual like skateboard pro models. I think I actually have one in here somewhere. At the time, Pow was my board sponsor, so he actually got like my fingerboards like made for the pro models. It was so cool. Shout out Nolan, dude. Like I appreciate that so much. Like so sick. Oh, also Chems FB. You can't forget homie Chems. He was also like another dude that like really helped me out too, like when I was just getting into fingerboarding with all my questions and everything. There is so much cat fur all over me. I'm sorry. But yeah, this was like, yeah, Chems is awesome too. So shout out Chems. As we work down the line, this is actually like, this is I think these were like one of the first C-Rat like Goo board shapes that he did he did the knuckle splitter shape, and this is based off of this board right here. Actually, this is the C-Rat shin splitter. You can kind of see how it's got the saw edges right there. This was like a cool one too. Goo printed like the actual C-Rat logo on top of my Goo Bong logo. So I thought this was like a really cool and special board. I don't think he ever ended up like doing this again. Like it was kind of like a mistake or tester, but stoked to have it. Got some little rails on it. I guess we'll work back down here. These are my first pro models on Goo. So I was really hyped. It was like a nice little curve. Said let's slap doggy. Super stoked on these. And then this is a picture of me when I was like a little ass kid. So I thought this was a really funny like pro model graphic too. Got some, oh, this was like, so we started doing like Snuzzi like fingerboards at one point. They were like made by Goo. We only did like a few runs of these. So if you have one of these, like these are mad rare. Oh, this is a cool coffin shape. Oh, the punk splitter. Nice, nice. So this is another Snuzzi brand one we did. And like, it was so sick when we did these, but like, yeah, shout out to anybody who has one of these. Like, thanks for supporting. Here's like a Boardy Cakes board. This one was by Board Kennel. I haven't even used this one yet either. It's just like a freshie I wanted to keep. Boardy Cakes is my wheel sponsor, so they got these made, and I'm like so hyped on this. I think this was like the first actual Snuzzi board we ever had like made. I think it was just spray painted. A few other Snuzzi Bong graphics. And then we have a few of these in here, like that I've actually kept in the case, just because like this is like a Coors. Like I just collect a bunch of Coors stuff. Oh, and this is like the Homies Pro model too, so like makes it even sicker. And then like yo, shout out Willie Jr., like Willie Santos's kid. He actually made this board and the graphic and everything he printed on here. I haven't rode this yet either because like I was like, nah, dude, I can't ride this. This is like so sacred. Speaking of fingerboards and Willie Santos, I actually have a signed tech deck from Willie over there, but we'll do a whole tech deck video another day. Duckfoot for making like curb doggy like fingerboards. Like this was so rad too, and like super random. I think they only made like a few of these, but cool to have one. This is kind of like our most recent like pro model series is the Candlelight series. This was another old pro model, this like beaver that I had. And then a few other little Snuzzi bongs right here. This is like the newest one I have right now in the setup selection collection right here. In the quiver, it's the Stinger, more cat hair. And like, I always have one of these little boards set up. They're just so fun. They're so nice. I like love them. But yeah, this is my fingerboard collection over the last like at least 5 years, I want to say. And yeah, thanks for like tuning in and watching. And we'll get to tech decks another day.